Two new starter sets have just hit the shelves. Heroes of the Borderlands and Welcome to the Hellfire Club. Both claim to be the perfect way to start D&D. But which one actually is the best? Let's find out which one your money should be put on, because I'm Chris. I'm here to help you DM better, prep faster and tell epic stories and save your money. They're both decent sized boxes. They're both heavy. In fact, that kind of feels almost heavier. Both come with a play guide, the reference of the rules. So this is the official starter set. Explains what you have in it. This will make sense when we get to the contents. So playing the game explains the dice, the D20 tests. This is probably very similar to what's for free online. So damage and healing, it's just the very basics. A little bit of an explanation of how a scene will be played out and a rules glossary. The Stranger Things one, again, with the items, with the character sheets, with the dice, D20 tests, just with different art, effectively. Ends up with the rule glossary, the explanation, but with Eddie of Stranger Things explaining it, equal. Cancels each other out. Then we have the adventure module from the Heroes set. Keep on the Borderlands, Caves of Chaos, Wilderness. There is a lot of wilderness to be played in, but there's a road directly from the caves to the keep. A lot of this is underwritten. You can follow my DM guide that I've already made, and you will find them on this channel. This is just very disjointed. Individual quests which have at best very flimsy, tenuous links between elements. Then with the Hellfire Club, we have 4 adventures. This is level 1 in the town. Then an adventure separate, like a separate quest pretty much, for level 2. And then 2 level 3 adventures. And these are good. These are what you would expect to find. 5e versions of what you might have found in the 80s. So Stranger Things box is ahead. Next, the Stranger Things box has a DM screen. Solid as well, not paper. This is my go-to DM screen at the moment. Another point to Stranger Things. Character sheets. We have 2 different styles. This, you can put future, we're going to look at the cards that you put on. And you get a level 1, level 2, level 3 wizard. We have some little markers for spell slot tokens that you put on there, but they call them power tokens. Not really what we're used to. That's a new look, total new look. These, much more standard. Again, levels 1, level 2, level 3. But you're going to understand going from this to any other character sheet you find in D&D 5e. And that to me is a problem. This wins because it is D&D. This is some flashy novelty version, which is going to be a hard leap going from level 3 to, what's these? How do these equate? They don't. You just wasted your time learning that other way. Each set has a read me first 4-page spread, just as a very quick introduction to all the components. Equal. No winner there. Stranger Things has a little sort of photo postcard. There is no equivalent in the Heroes set. So that is another point, if you want, but a very tiny point. We have handouts in the Heroes set. Shop handouts, effectively. What can be hired, and a menu for the pub, menu for services, and a document that is towards the end of the adventure. Okay, Stranger Things also has handouts. These are all, again, very similar. The Heroes box comes with all the caves maps. They are double-sided, some very, very large, some half the size. But there is a good bunch of them. plus a map of the keep, plus a map of the trail, 2 maps in fact of the trail, some sort of poster map type things with an extra cave on the back. There's a lot of maps there. Stranger Things set has some maps also. 2 maps like that, and then this poster also. So, to be fair, the maps are more in abundance in the Heroes set. That's a point to the Heroes. Now the pawns, really lovely sheets of colourful monster pawns and spiky barricades, web, pit trap, rolling logs, double-sided. Stranger Things, I mean, I've described them as splodgy. From afar, not a clue what they are. So I actually think the Heroes set is better for that. There's no more boards in the Stranger Things set. However, these are the tokens that you put on your funky character sheet, some gems to hand out, and a sheet of gold, which could have been used on a DM screen, even a little card one. So that, I guess, is a point for the Heroes set. Both sets have dice, so they cancel each other out. Both sets have these combat trackers, which I don't really find any value in. We have cards with backgrounds on. Items, a lot of items, a lot of spells. NPC cards from the adventure. More items that you put in the shops, so they all have a card. So much fewer spell cards, item cards, in much more monotone colours. On your turn in combat, player cards to help them out. Really lovely pictures and colours on the monster cards. Lovely, clear layout. Stranger Things, combat cards so people know what they're doing. Then the cards to go with each adventure. Again, colourful in a different way, but still got black and white images. And then, yes, nice and clear layout. Good. And then the only extra item in the hero set are 4 bags. I would use these for all the punch outs you get. So I prefer all the art in the Heroes of the Borderlands set. Combat tracker, void. Better pop outs and pawns in the Heroes set. More maps in the Heroes set. Both have handouts. Both have maps. But the character sheets, I prefer the old school originals. It's also got a DM screen in the Stranger Things set. The Stranger Things Adventure DM guides to these will be on my channel soon. So I've read through both. I've done a DM guide for the hero stuff. Definitely, adventure-wise, if that's what you're thinking of getting, definitely get this. Comes with a DM screen. The things that you get extra in the Heroes box just seems superfluous to a normal game that anyone would encounter outside of the starter sets. This is the best starter set of the moment. Is it as good as Lost Mines? Probably not. That's a full-on story. These are 4 different quests. But if you're going to put your money anywhere, this gets my vote.